So I hope wherever you are in the world, you enjoyed your Thanksgiving dinner or your Thanksgiving lunch, or maybe your all-day buffet or whatever it was you had on Thanksgiving. And it doesn't matter if you're in the U.S. or not. I know all over the world, a lot of countries celebrate the U.S. Thanksgiving holiday. It's especially important for expats that don't live in the U.S. I had Thanksgiving lunch here where I live in Southeast Asia. I had a turkey leg with cranberry sauce, and it was great. So I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving holiday. The long weekend we had with the U.S. stock markets closed on Thursday and Friday, but we still had some activity during the week, and so that's what I'm going to share with you in this weekly analysis. So let's go ahead and get started with the regular weekly analysis, which starts on the 2nd of December, 2024. Here we are already in the last month of 2024. Hard to believe. And so, of course, always I share the high impact news that we will see coming out, all the data that will be released in this first week of December. And then we'll look at the profit that I had from last week's trade setups. And then, of course, I share my pending orders with you. And those are the trades that I have in place for this upcoming week. And I do all of this to help you make profit with your Forex trading. So going ahead and take a look at the screenshot, which I have for you here with the high impact news. And this is not too much news, but some very important news coming out this first week of December. And the main things that we want to be looking at is on Thursday, that's after midnight in Southeast Asia. And it will be the Fed Chairman, Jerome Powell. He will be speaking, the Chairman of the Federal Reserve of the U.S., and we know he shakes up the markets. He loves to shake up the markets. We never know what he's going to say. Sometimes there's a huge, massive move, and sometimes there's no reaction at all. But that's very, very important that we be aware that he will be speaking. And then, of course, the first Friday of every month, as always, we have the most watched for news coming out. That's the non-farm employment change. That's on Friday at 8:30 p.m. in Southeast Asia. So just be sure and check forexfactory.com for your local times. And remember, of course, that this is not financial advice that I'm sharing with you. This is strictly for educational purposes. I just hope that what I share with you in this video will help you to be able to make profit with your Forex trading. But it's up to you to manage your own account and to use good risk management. And looking at the first chart that I shared with you last week on gold, I had a buy limit at 2,700. It looked like gold was going to continue its bullish run up to 2,800 and beyond. After that long bearish move that we had that lasted for about 3 weeks, it looked like it gave us the appearance that it was going to continue moving up. However, that didn't happen. As you can see on Monday here, we had a spike up, and then gold just dropped dramatically, huge, massive drop there on the first 3 days of the week, and then went sideways for the rest of the week. But that's why we use a stop loss. In case the market doesn't do what we expect, our analysis doesn't work out. Just to give you an example, what I always do, that was a buy position, a long position. So I put my risk management tool here, and that means that if it had gone up, my one-to-one profit would have been at this level here around 27.40 or so. But I never put the stop loss lower than this. Okay, so it would have been right here. And you can see that if we got stopped out, it was a minimal loss. Okay, a minimal loss. If you just held on to that trade thinking, oh, it's going to come back, gold is turning bullish, but it doesn't, then you would have been in for a big loss. So it's always important that you use a good risk to reward ratio and use a stop loss on your trades. Looking at the US 30, this one never did come down to the pending order, which we had on Monday. It just spiked up and then continued up for the rest of the week, mostly sideways Thursday and Friday because the US market was closed. On the Euro US, I had a sell limit on that one, and it did open momentarily on Monday, but you would have had to get out of that the next day on Tuesday early in the morning in Southeast Asia for a total of 40 pips on the Euro US. The AUD US did okay, though. That one opened on Monday, and then went the right direction, came all the way down. We had some good news on Tuesday, bad news for the odd and the New Zealand, but it was good for us if we were selling the odd US, which it was a sell limit on the odd US. So we got a total of 81 pips on the odd US. Then the New Zealand US, the same. That was a sell limit. It came down on Monday, and then on Tuesday, we got a total of 52 pips. On the pound US, that one also worked out for a little bit of a trade. It opened on Monday, then continued down on Tuesday for a total of 67 pips. And then with the USD CAD, if you remember, I said there was no trade on that for me. Okay, I'm waiting for it to come down from these extremely high prices that we have seen. And not only have they been extremely high, but on Monday, the new U.S. president-elect said that he was going to put massive tariffs on everything from Canada that was imported into the U.S. And of course, that's why we see this huge, massive green candle that took the USD CAD up to extreme prices that we have not seen for the last 4 or 5 years. And that's what we can expect for the next 4 years. This same kind of nonsense. He will come out with something to do with the market. It might be the US dollar, it might be gold, it might be crypto, we don't know. And then we will get these unexpected, unexplained moves, all right? And you see over the next several days, just by the end of the week, this came right back to where it was before he opened his mouth. All right, so if you were trading back when he was doing his first term, you remember we put up with this same kind of thing. So this is the nonsense that we're going to have to deal with as traders, evidently for the next 4 years. So then the UJ, did we have anything on the UJ? This was a buy, okay, and this one did not work out, unfortunately. The UJ looked like it was starting to make a bullish run. We had an idea that it might start to continue, but unfortunately, I said to buy at market open. If you did that, it just went straight down all during the week, with the Japanese yen gaining strength. Now, here's another case of where I had a short. Sorry, that was a long position, so I put my risk management tool here, and you see it would have been a very minimal loss. Okay, up here, if I had extended this to my 1 to 2 profit, which I like to do, all right, and that would have been great if it continued in the right direction, which it usually does. I have been very successful with the UJ trading in the past, but this one went the wrong way. So you see a very minimal loss. And this is obviously a case where you don't want to hold the trade thinking, oh, no, it's going to come back. Accept the loss and move on. Wait for the next trade. All right, always use a stop loss. Always protect your capital. Now, before we move into the pending orders that I have set up for you, the trade setups that I have in place, I just want to let you know about not really a Black Friday special, but it is a special that OANDA is running for the next couple of weeks. All you have to do is register. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to sign up for any challenge. Just register at the link that is below in the description, and you can be qualified in the drawing. There will be 100 winners. You can win a 10K giveaway, a 10K challenge for $1. And you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything. Just register at the link below in the description, and you will be in this random drawing for a 10K challenge. It'll only cost you $1. All right, so let's go ahead and have a look at the pending orders that I have in place for you. And starting off with gold, that is a buy limit, all right, at 26.40. After this huge drop that we see, gold has started to turn bullish on the 4-hour chart. It's neutral on the day chart, but usually when you see something turning direction on the 4-hour chart, that's a good indication on the day chart that it's also going long-term the same direction. And we're already neutral on the day chart. So I am bullish again on gold. All right, so a buy limit at 26.40. It's just a little bit above that now. Let it drop down, correct just a little bit more to our support level at 26.40, and then buy there. With the US 30, that's expected to continue its move up, so I have a buy limit at 44.757. The Euro US obviously being bullish on the US dollar. We continue to be bearish on the major pairs with a sell limit on the Euro US at 1.0600. It has been lower than that. It made a bit of a correction during the week. We didn't have much volume with Thursday and Friday being closed in the US. So let it just make a small correction back to our resistance area there at 1.0600. The odd US the same, a sell limit on that one with the entry price at 0.6528. The New Zealand US, a sell limit on that one. Let it make a small correction back to our resistance zone there at 0.5928. The pound US, a sell limit with the entry price at 1.2745. And the USD CAD, still no trade. Okay, it's still at high prices around $1.39. This is an unexplained, unexpected, uncalled for move up to high prices that we haven't seen in 4 or 5 years. We'll just ignore that. Okay, we're still in that $1.39 zone, which is too high for me. I'm going to wait till I get clear indication that the USD CAD is turning bearish again, and then we'll start to look at some sell orders. With the UJ, okay, I have a sell limit on that one with the entry price at 150.80. And this is unusual that we're seeing this, but it's been a strengthening of the Japanese yen after you've seen this huge move up that we've had for the last couple of months, and now it's starting to drop off. So we're turning bearish on the UJ with the entry price. Let it just come back up here to our resistance zone at 150.80. And then just briefly, we'll look over at the DXY, which is not doing too much. It has dropped off this Thanksgiving week, but I do expect to see it start to move back up to higher numbers. It's now at 105. It has been up to 108, and I think we'll start to see some continuing strengthening of the US dollar after this minor correction that we've been seeing. The JPY basket, and this explains why we've been seeing the UJ has been bearish. A strengthening of the Japanese yen. You see, it was not doing too much for a while and then went sideways, but then at the beginning of the week, a little bit sideways on Monday, and then it just took off like a ballistic missile, and a huge move on Friday. So continuing strengthening of the JPY. The JPY basket is the Japanese yen compared with 6 other major currencies. We're seeing strengthening of that, so we are bearish on the UJ. And then we'll look just briefly at Bitcoin. Okay, what kind of moves is Bitcoin making? Right now trading at 96,294. If you've been buying Bitcoin, good for you. If you bought early, even better. But I hope that if you have much Bitcoin on any exchanges, that you will have transferred it to a self-custody wallet. And the wallet that I use is Tangem. They are the latest and greatest, the state-of-the-art, the latest technology that can be used. Of the millions of cards that have been sold since 2017, it's never been hacked. So I recommend that you use the Tangem self-custody wallet, the hardware wallet. And if you use the code RickRay at the website, then you'll get a 10% discount. Okay, that wraps up the weekly analysis for December the 2nd, 2024. I hope you have a great week of trading wherever you are. And of course, if these videos help you, I appreciate any comments you have. If you'd like to see something else about Forex or crypto or commodities, just let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of these videos. I wish you a great week. This is the next to the last video I'll be making. Next week, starting on December the 9th, will be the last weekly analysis for 2024 because I don't trade during Christmas and New Year's. You need to take some time off from trading, and that's my time off, Christmas and New Year's. A couple of weeks before and a couple of weeks after. So wherever you are in the world, I wish you all the best. And don't forget, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. See you in the next video.